New box alert. New box alert. New logo. G.A. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hope I said that right. Can't disrespect the man's name. You do have the new label with the RFID and the QR code. The shoe is only $120, so it's in the same space as the Kyrie, the PG. And that's a good thing, man. Keep the shoes cheap for the kids, because the kids are really the ones that are wearing signature shoes now. Love this maze effect, kind of like a labyrinth. And obviously we know he's Greek, so a labyrinth goes hand in hand with his national heritage. But what is missing here is something that connects this to Nigeria. I think it's I do like the fact that this model, the All Bros, celebrates his family, but it would have been fantastic to see something that harkens back to the dude's Nigerian, man. His family migrated from Nigeria to Greece, and I think the acknowledgement of Nigeria should have been somewhere in the design of the shoe. So maybe I'm the only one that says that, I'm not sure. But it's called the Nike Zoom Freak 1. I'd much rather it be called the Nike Zoom GA. I know his name is long and it's hard to say, but Freak, I get it. I know he's, unicorn for Porzingis, Freak for Giannis or Giannis. I'm just not so sure about that, man. And I'm not sure about it long term. Javon Curse was called the Freak, if you guys watched football back in the day. Not even back in the day, about 10 years ago. But let's get to it. The color is Total Orange Midnight Navy. It's size 11, which is size 12.5 in women's. The UPC, or the style code, is BQ5422-800. All right. The UPC for the size 11, 19315145719 and there's a 16 at the end. So we're going to open up this box top and see if we have a stamp. We don't have a stamp in the top of the box, but we do have the number 34, which is this number. It's actually really cool. You got both the logo and the number inside of the box. The paper is just kind of a white, soft, crinkly cellophane type paper. I'm going to pull this out. See if we have a stamp on the inside of the box, or a sticker. There's no stamp or sticker as far as QA. Let's drop that back inside. Pull this out. We got a lot of style cues to kind of go through on the shoe, so I'm going to sit this down before I pull out both pair and make sure that things aren't different on the shoe. Once again, not doing like wear testing. Definitely go to Wear Testers YouTube page and check out what he does in it. I do think we have to get some big dogs in here testing shoes, because we wear shoes differently than smaller guys. And I don't know how big the Wear Testers do this, but I think he was like, his shoe size is like a size 9 or a 10 or something. But so that kind of puts him in that like 5'4" range. Disrespectful. Anyway, let's get to the shoe and check it out and look at the style cues on it. When I first saw the shoe, real quick, when you look at it, this model, you can see a little bit more of the structure underneath the layer of mesh. I thought this was an empty toe box, and I hate empty toe boxes. I think all of these knit shoes and all of these different designs where it's empty in the toe box, they're ugly. They look bad. They look bad. Now this shoe, you can actually see the definition of the structure and the overlays underneath. So it doesn't look like an empty toe box when you pull it out. Now the white version, it looks empty. I'm not really a fan of that. So what you have are these kind of, you almost think it's like, think of it as a extended kind of fly wire, and the lacing system loops in to lock your foot down. So you can see all of the different underlays that keep your foot locked in on the orange version. You won't be able to see them on the white version. Love the logo. The tongue itself is padded pretty nicely, which means that you won't get a lot of irritation over your instep when you tie your shoes tight, and that's good. It's padded fairly well around the collar. Now you see on the inside it says All Bros. On the back of the tongue, nothing there. The actual size tag over here has the QR code on it, but there are a lot of small details here, and I'm sure it's homages to his mom and his brothers and sisters, but here on right there in the curve on the medial side, Charles and Veronica, I'm trying to go as slowly as possible so I don't miss anything at the toe. Freak 1, which is why I think they should have stuck with like GA, because after a while you get Freak 2, Freak 3, Freak 4. I'm just not a fan of the word freak. I think they should go in and change it to GA. That's really my opinion on that. You see the same kind of design in the traction with the maze, and I think it looks great. I wonder how it plays. I know the sticky section is going to grip well, but more than likely it's going to slip after a while because it's translucent. It doesn't have the same kind of, stickiness. But that stickiness, the translucent section goes up and molds around to the foot, and it keeps your foot stable at the forefoot. So Giannis wears Kobe's most of the time. Now he has his own shoe, he'll be wearing these. But here's a great statement underneath. I am my father's legacy. I love that. I love that, man. That's just a beautiful thing to put on the shoe. Here you have just a zoom here around the second section of translucent outsole that comes and molds all the way up into the heel counter. And let's see, back here at the heel, I think it's the name of the brothers and sisters, right? Does he have all brothers? I need to look that up. You have Francis, Thanasis, Costas, and Alex. Back there at the heel. Just a great homage, man, for a first shoe. And at $120, it's a great price point. I do wish, I know that Nike is trying to avoid using a lot of leathers and things like that, and that using these synthetics is much better, and it does have a hyperfused overlay right here in one of those wear areas, the crease areas where the toe would typically grease. But I'd much rather see this in leather. I'd definitely rather see it in leather. I don't know about you guys, but that inverted swoosh with the speckles on the inside, it looks great. Gives the shoe kind of a big bang quality. It's selling fairly well. Now, I mean, at least online it's selling fairly well. But let's get to it and see. And of course we have that 34 at the heel. I don't know if I said that. Let's go ahead and do our 360 and wrap this one up as well. And that's it. Make sure you guys get good looks at these shoes today. Got a lot of videos to do still. So let's throw these in the box and move on from the all bros.